Hello, I wanted to introduce you quickly to our latest ArcGIS mobile application release. This one is called GeoMobile for ArcGIS Online. It's a mobile application written in Mobile Flex, which runs across Android, iOS and RIM. And it basically allows you as users to generate a configuration file of your own ArcGIS Online maps, and then have this application load it on your iPad or your Galaxy or any other tablet device. So when you load the application, you'll actually see this introductory screen. There's some blurb about the application itself and how to contact us, and there's actually a link to a configuration file. Now this is currently pointing at our web server, but it would, in your case, if you wanted to, point to your web server and a configuration file there. Now we've added a little tab at the top here which you can hit, which will guide you as to how you can set up your own configuration file and load your own maps. And there's also a link here to the video demo which you're looking at the moment. So given that we're going to load our own configuration file, which is the default configuration in the application itself, hit the Load ArcGIS Online button. You'll see the title changes at the top here. That's reading the first link or the first section of the configuration file. So you're going to load the first map. This is a map we set up in ArcGIS Online just recently. There's going to be some instructions on our website as to how you set up a free account on ArcGIS Online and load your data there. This is actually oil and gas. It's in Utah. These are oil and gas pipelines, and these are oil and gas fields. These were actually shape files that we loaded into ArcGIS Online. They're converted to a feature layer, so you can now interact with these, as I'll show you in a minute. Bunch of buttons at the top here as well to have how to interact with the application. We got an About tab on the extreme right side which explains each of these buttons and how to access the web page I just mentioned, which guides you more about the application. Let's just show you how one interacts with features. There's an actual gas field. Those are the attributes of that gas field. You can actually zoom in closer to see that gas field itself, and again, easy scrollable, easy to access that data. Close that easily. We'll just zoom back. Now we've added some, as I've mentioned, we've added some tools at the top here. This black one to the left hand side is actually a geolocator, so hit that button and it will zoom you to your current location. Hit the full extent button, and that'll actually take you to the initial extent that you set up in ArcGIS Online for this particular map. We've got a layers option here. You'll see in this the top we've got 4 buttons for base layers. We've got the default, which is what you set up for in your original web map on ArcGIS Online, but you can also switch that out. So we've got aerial, street and topo as 3 other options that you can actually switch the base map for. You've also got a layer list and a legend at the bottom. So let's just turn off the pipelines, and you'll see not only the pipelines disappear, but the legend was dynamically updated as well, which is kind of nice. Hit the layers button and that will close. Another option we've got in here is the maps option. Now in our configuration file we included 3 different web maps: oil and gas, San Diego map and a US unemployment rate map. So we can access in this application as many web maps as you want. Let's just hit the San Diego one, and again we get an update of the title, and we're now loading the map, and there it is. We're in San Diego. And let me just see if I can just pull up one of these points here. I'm going to use my pen. Now that should actually, as we saw in the gas fields, that should load the attributes of that particular point. And there it is. It's a description. It's a plaza. And included in here is imagery, and I believe there's also if I can scroll down, there's a website link as well. So you can include a bunch of things in these attributes pop-ups, which is nice. Let me show you something else. There's a tools option here as well. Now in the free version we're only going to include just a few widgets, tools that you can use, just sample and example widgets. For our clients, paying clients, we'll actually be not only including the additional ones we've got here, such as edit and offline, which are two options that many people have asked us about, but a bunch of other things, and a bunch of other tools. We'll custom build tools for particular client workflows. So so really this application is meant to give you a feel for what ArcGIS Online is, and an application you can play with your own layers. But if you need specific workflows, please contact us, and we can build this out for what you're specifically looking for. But let's look at the ones we've got here. We've got a geocoder, which basically allows you to type in an address and hit find address, and that will go out, look for the lat long of that particular point and bring it back. And there it is. It's actually in Utah. As you can see, I just minimize the widget. And we could type any other number of other addresses there. Let's close that. Let's just see the overview. So we've included an overview map as well, interactive. So not only will it show you, and this is showing Salt Lake City, which is where that point is. Not only does it zoom in and out with a map, but you can also pan the main map off of this as well. So a nice widget. We'll get rid of that. And as I said, the edit and offline options are not available in the free version, but will be available to clients. So let's just close the tools option, and that's the application. So feel free to play with it and enjoy it, and let us know what you think of it. And if you want to go further and extend the application for specific workflows you might have, please feel free to contact us at www.webmapsolutions.com. Thank you very much. Bye bye.